Well, I thought I only had 2 episodes of American Gods to review. Looks like we gotta do episodes 6, 7, and 8. So yeah, so this rambling review, let's get caught up. Alright, so like I said, we got 6, 7, 8 to do. I thought I had done 6, but I guess I didn't do 6. But 6 basically is Shadow Wednesday on the run after the events of episode 5. They go to one of Wednesday's friends, Vulcan, which, the Roman god of Roman god and stuff, the Forge and all that shit. It turns out like he is actually sided with the new gods, and he gets to sacrifice, what I'm saying, like he'll sacrifice somebody into the molten stuff every once in a while and shit. And Wednesday and Shadows show up and the whole town is ran by him and stuff, in the town that they live in and stuff. And he sold Wednesday out to the new gods, but he said before he would, he built Wednesday a sword and stuff, and Wednesday uses said sword to cut off his head and stuff. And there's some really cool imagery in this episode. I like that when they shoot the guns in the air and then it shows the bullets go up above the cloud and then they stop and fall back down to earth on top of Wednesday's car and all that. I thought that was really cool, man. Like Wednesday being all badass and stuff, and then alright, but that's episode 5. That's all I can remember episode 5. It's been like 2 weeks since I watched that episode. Yeah, just a lot of stuff, man, been happening, dude. Just everything between E3 and then personal shit and life shit and weather and stuff. It's just been, so now I'm trying to get caught up. Yeah, so on to episode 6. Episode 6 we get the backstory of Mad Sweeney and how he came to America and all of this other stuff and who he is and everything. Really, Mad Sweeney's he's a king. He's a mad king from old Celtic legends and stuff. I'm not real familiar with well, I don't know the dude's name and stuff, but he's that guy. But yeah, we get to see that he came over here with this, on the beliefs of this lady. I forgot her name. It's been a while since I watched that episode too, but it's cool that she was played by the chick that plays Laura and stuff. So there's kind of this parallel there between that chick, how he feels about that chick and what's going on with Laura. There's this cool parallel there. And it's also crazy that you can see that he feels bad, because this is where we find out the big thing, that he's the reason she's dead. Because Wednesday actually hired him to kill her as a sacrifice, that we find out later in episode 8 and stuff. No, sorry, this is episode 7. Yeah, we find out later. We find out that yeah, he's the one that wrecked their car the night she died and stuff, and that was pretty cool, man. And whenever Shadow is gonna be pissed as fuck when he finds out about that shit. But yeah, we get to see his whole thing and the story of this chick, like Mr. Ibis. Thoth, Mr. Ibis. He's like, I want to write a story, so he starts telling the story of Mad Sweeney and this girl and stuff. But it's really not about Mad Sweeney, but Mad Sweeney's in it, so it is about him. It's weird. But yeah, it was a pretty good episode. We get some really good character development on Mad Sweeney and stuff, which is coming to be one of my favorite characters in the show. It's funny because I didn't realize this till I was watching Orange is the New Black, season 5. That actor not only was Nick Sabatka in season 2 of The Wire, he was also Pornstache in Orange is the New Black, and they actually show him He's actually in one of the later episodes of season 5, Orange is the New Black, and he looks like Mad Sweeney. You could tell he literally went from like filming. It looks like he literally went from filming American Gods to go do this one scene for Orange is the New Black and stuff. Cause dude, he looks like Mad Sweeney. Like whenever they're doing the fucking like shit, it's fucking hilarious to me anyway. Cause I'm like, yeah, it's Mad Sweeney. Yeah, but yeah, that's a good episode and stuff, man. Alright, so now we go to probably like the biggest episode of the season. And the war is on. Episode 8. Come to Jesus. Now, this episode was really good. This is probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite episode of the season. We get confirmation that back a couple episodes before this, I don't remember which one, they had a Mexican Jesus in it. And in an episode when what's the dude's name? Wednesday at Shadow were talking. Wednesday was like, every denomination has a different version of Jesus. Because no two denominations got the same. Like when they close their eyes, not everybody sees the same version of Jesus. So that's why we had a Mexican Jesus. And I didn't touch on that in the one review and stuff. And I think it's for the episode I missed. I think it's for episode 6 and stuff. But yeah, but in this we get to see it come full force. And we get, and the funniest thing, man, is we actually had Jeremy Davies as Jesus. And that was great because, like I said a million times, my all-time favorite TV show is Lost and stuff, right? And on Lost, they have this, there's this character from season 4 to 6 called Daniel Faraday, and that's Jeremy Davies plays him. And he's Jesus in this, man, dude, he kills it. But what happens is first they go to see Mr. Nancy, you know, back from episode 2 and stuff. They go see Mr. Nancy to get clothes made because they're going to go. There's a person Wednesday needs on his team, and they have to go see her. And her name is Astara or Ascara. I'm not sure. I think it's Astara or Ascara, but basically she's Easter, like the holiday Easter and stuff. And they're going to see her, and Wednesday needs her on the team. So what they do is they're going, and like, I love the way this place looks, man. It's like super Eastery looking and stuff. You got like rabbits shitting out fucking jelly beans and shit, and like fucking like all these Easter colors everywhere. Everybody's in their Sunday Easter church clothes and stuff, dude. It's cool. But like, I like how like every Jesus in the world meets at her house and stuff on Easter. Like every Jesus in the world, like every version of Jesus meets at her house, dude. I thought that was fucking hilarious and stuff. And she's like that, you know, like it's really supposed to be her holiday, but because that she originally the New Gods were like, we'll give you followers and stuff, but what they did is that it's her holiday, but Jesus gets all the credit for it because of the resurrection and everything. And yeah, and apparently Santa Claus took this same deal and stuff too. And I can't. Well, I really hope that's not in the book. There's not anything about Santa Claus in the book, but I really hope they get to that one day. That would be fucking hilarious. If they bring back Jeremy Davies as Jesus, that would be the shit. But yeah, we get there, and then you know, you kind of like the whole big thing with this episode is Shadow finally becoming a believer and stuff. But then at the same time, Laura and Sweeney show up. And this is when Laura finds out that it's Sweeney's fault, and Wednesday was the one that killed her for a sacrifice, because Wednesday needs Shadow for some reason they never explained. But lo and behold, at the end of the episode, you know, like Shadow kind of like, not Shadow, but Wednesday kind of lies to Easter about what happened with Vulcan and the sword, and Shadow's like, what the fuck? But then he makes Shadow go outside and stuff, and then the New God show, media actually shows up as Judy Garland. And if you don't know who Judy Garland is, she, like, her most famous role that most people will know her for is Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz, the original, the first Technicolor movie. And so that's why she's, I mean, she fucking, Julian Anderson, like, got that bitch down pat and stuff, and that was great. And she's like, media is like, best friends apparently with Easter, and then you know Easter's trying to hide Wednesday and them, and oh they were here but they left. And all of a sudden Wednesday shows up, and then technology boy, god damn I hate that dude so much. But Dad's got like gold and silver teeth and shit. But like now he shows up, and they're like having it out on Wednesday and Easter, and Wednesday's like every time they say something he brings up like a great counterpoint and stuff, and finally like and then Mr. World shows up, you know, and they're all going back and forth, and Shadow's finally like, who are you dude, just tell me. And Wednesday like, can you handle it, are you sure? And Wednesday and Shadow's like, yes I can. He's like, do you believe? And man, one of my favorite scenes in all of American Gods happens after this. The reveal, the full-on reveal that Wednesday is Odin is amazing. Just the way the camera was panning around Wednesday as he's saying his, I have more names than there are ways to die. Or I have as many names as there are ways to die. And all this shit. And then you have that happening, and then immediately after that, man, the whole thing between between Easter and fucking Wednesday, and Wednesday's like, he's like, oh, you know who she is. And he's like, show him who you are, dude. And she just takes Spring from him in like one of the most badass scenes, so now everything looks like a Tim Burton movie. And shit. Yeah. Oh my god, it was so fucking dope, man. And then when all that's happening and the new gods, first Wednesday kills the fucking faceless children people that they use for little soldiers, the technology boy uses for soldiers and shit. He kills them with a lightning bolt as a sacrifice to her, and then she fucking takes Spring away. And then Mr. World's like, well, if you want a war, I guess we're gonna have to go to war and shit. And then we end on Laura showing up, who now knows the full truth about everything that's going on that happened with her and Shadow. Mr. Wednesday killing both of them, killing her as a sacrifice using Mad Sweeney. And she shows up at the end. She's like, "Hey, excuse me, may I have a word with my husband?" And it goes off, leaving me. I can't wait for season 2. Like this. The only thing that sucks about this is now like this episode ends on such a great and interesting note that it's like this is gonna fucking suck if they wait and put out season 2 like a year from now and stuff. But man, this show overall, this is probably my favorite new show I've seen this year. Like, this show is quickly jumped up into my top 10 favorite TV shows of all time, and it's definitely in my top 5 favorite new TV shows right now. And it's amazing. It's well written, it's well acted, it's well directed and stuff, man. Yes, of course, there's going to be stumbles here and there, but I love this show, and I fucking cannot wait for season 2, man. And sorry for the big delay in these reviews. A lot of stuff's been going on. But yeah, man, but we're trying to get caught up and we're trying to get back on track, man. I got some more stuff coming for y'all soon. But yeah, if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that other fun shit down below. And as always,
I hate you, I don't even know you, and I hate your guts. I hope all the bad things in life happen to you and nobody else but you.